afternoon, everybody. Viewers all over the world and all over Nigeria and Africa. I greet you all. I am Edwin Flabbergaster, Emeka. Today, we're here to talk on an important issue and really a pressing issue in our country today, especially on the path of the youth. I'm talking on the lines of responsibility. What 5 ways I defined responsibility? Number one, I defined responsibility as an act of acting when the need arises. A lot of people today don't know what it means to act when the need arises. Most times people don't know that the need to act has come, and yet they are there doing some other things that are irrelevant. And so they will miss out the plan of action. They will lose and miss their line of actions. And so action goes a long way to determine also how mature a person is, because responsibility shows maturity. And so your level of maturity is determined by how responsible you are. And number two is the act of thinking when the need arises. A lot of people don't know what it means to think. You can think to bring out issues, to get problems solved. Just your thinking can do that. And a lot of people that have changed the world today did that because they were able to think. They did that through the act of meditation and thinking. And a lot of people don't know what it means to think. You don't know what the problem. Now, some of the problems we are facing today, they can't just be solved by money. Most of them can be solved by just sitting down to think, to bring out the solutions to the problem. And because we don't know what it means to think, we can't even know when the need has arisen. And so that is why some people also face a lot of problems today, because they think the only thing they can think about is maybe their daily bread or things that are relevant. The third aspect of it is the act of going when the need arises. Now, the art of going is the art of moving, making movement. A lot of people are backward today because they don't know when to move to get what they want. If you want to get what you want out of life, you must make a move. If you cannot make a move, I guarantee you can't get to your success. Success is not something that you sleep and wake up and see. No, success is something you work out. The Bible says working out our salvation. To work out one's salvation, it involves that you must engage your 5 senses. Responsibility involves the engagement of the 5 senses. It is not just about engaging the common sense. It is about engaging the whole of your senses. All of your senses must be part of it. And so you think and meditate to bring out, then you go when the need arises. And the other part is the act of questioning when the need has risen. A lot of people don't know when the need to ask questions has come, and so most of them are there relaxed. Some students, after some time listening to questions, to lectures, they can't be able to bring out questions to ask. Now let me tell you, when you ask questions, it shows that you are almost at the verge of understanding of what you are being taught. Some people don't know that there is need to ask questions after listening to lectures or after listening to one discussion or the other. You ask questions to understand more, to understand deeper of what you are being told or what the people are saying. And so, because we don't ask questions, that is why we were not able to discover a lot of things. Most scientists around the world that have been able to make serious mark on earth, they made that through the art of questioning. Somebody come out one day, look to the sky and ask question, is there any means through which we can reach to the sky? And then the questions were answered by the production and the invention of aircrafts and the rockets. And then people began to explore the space because somebody asked a question. And somebody asked one day, is there something we can do so that we can travel faster through the land? And Benz did something to answer that question. That shows maturity. A lot of people don't want to ask questions today. That is why people are facing and passing through a lot of hard times. As a youth, you are meant to take responsibility by the act of questioning when the need arises, and by the act of answering questions when people meet you and ask you a question. When people think you have made a serious man, they will come to you and ask you questions. But if you lack the ability to think, you can't know what to answer them at that instant. And so that means you are almost running down to the verge of total collapse and failure. But I'm urging you, youths all over the world, to pay attention to all these steps that I told you that will mark you as a responsible person, and then begin to act along its lines. Thank you for today. Let me just pause here for today. Till next Saturday. We'll see you next Saturday. Thank you.